Beast Cars here, bringing you the Honda Civic 1.5 Turbo Touring model today. For all my thoughts on the looks, I will post the link to the coupe version at the end, or you can scroll there now and check that video out if that's more what you might be in the market for. But you know, good looking car. The lines are sharp, so looks are always subjective, but you could never say this car was boring looking and that, you know, Honda didn't take some chances here. This is a very I don't know if it's actually aerodynamic, but it's definitely a stylistically cool choice, and it looks like it makes the car a little bit sleeker as well. So nice there. The rims on this car are very, very nice as well. In some ways this looks a little smoother, I think, than the coupe does, so that's pretty nice there. Got the little shark fin antenna, which you're not seeing as much as you used to anymore, probably because technically it's unnecessary, but it looks kind of nice. And then, yeah, around the back, very similar to the coupe, even if slightly, you know, less pronounced back there. So.
Much like the coupe, they did hide the dual exhaust again. Inside, the car is remarkably similar to the coupe, just more space in the back is the biggest difference. This trim, though, the metal is just so incredibly cool. Like, it almost looks like wood. It varies based on the light. Trim over there as well. I was showing this car to a buddy of mine the other day, and he mentioned how it's almost as big as the Civics used to be, and that is no joke. This car is hugely spacious back here where the roof arches up. You know, there's about an extra 2-3 inches there. 2 6-foot plus people will be very comfortable in here, and even the back is not an unpleasant place. There is a bit of very basic trim back here. Not the biggest fan of this one. It's not as nice as the one up front, but you know, there is stitching down here on the doors, so it is a nice place to be. Even heated seats in the back here, which is kind of a nice touch. Interesting change while I'm back here, there is a map pocket, but on the driver's side there is no map pocket for storage back here. Not really sure, you know, what precipitated that choice.
So when you turn on the blinker to the car, you get a camera over here, which is pretty cool. And then you can press the button actually to turn that on as well. You do have to give up a blind spot monitor to get this, so as cool as it is, I would probably take the blind spot monitor.
Right, so let us take it for a drive, and most of the drive review will be in the coupe version. I link at the end because they're very similar. I'll just be pointing out some of the differences for you. Both turbocharged, both same power, same. We're talking about cool sporting features though. One great one about this car, in addition to the trip computer, you can monitor the level of boost going to your turbocharger. Let me actually show you how that. Interestingly enough, even in sport mode, the turbo in the coupe does feel a little bit faster than that. Could be tuning differences in the transmission, and it also probably has to do with it's a little bit lighter. Even with the turbo engine, this car is not, you know, super powerful feeling, but it is very, very efficient. The steering is exactly the same as the coupe in terms of tightness. The suspension and probably the roll bar a little bit more laid back on this car. When you put it into a turn, if you're looking for the sporting option here, I would probably drive the Mazda 3 as well, whereas in the coupe it is every bit as fun for the most part as the Mazda 3. This guy definitely tends more to the luxury engaging than the non-sport Elantra, and also I would say the Corolla as it stands current. Hoping based on the coupe it would be up there with the Mazda 3, and there'd be two really fun, more fun than they should be, compact, you know, sedans out there. This is fun, but it's just kind of not that really fun level, mostly just because of the differences in the suspension on there. So final version on this car, I get it over the coupe. I would choose the coupe if there's any way you can swing that, just because it's more engaging to drive, and it just has a nice, slightly nicer feel. If you're in the market for a sedan though, kind of splits the middle nicely on that, and Honda has done a good job there, I would say. Sorry, there were kids making a YouTube video over there. How's that coming through, and where is that coming from? So until next time, my speedy racers, drive on.